Hello and welcome back to Gamesplay. Technically, I am your host, and today we're back in 7 Days to Die. We are approaching the dawn of our second day here. And so prior to ending the previous episode, we wanted to cook the meat that we got. So right now we've got 18 meat. We are not a very effective cook right now, but it'll at least get us some charred meat as well as a challenge completed. We can also boil our murky water, which we must have put into our crate over there. If we had a little more time, I would have put a crate up here just to have it, but we were running pretty late into the day. I think we had time. I just spent it unwisely. So 4 a.m. is daylight for us, and we're getting close. All right, I don't see the oh, there he is. Do you want to see if he dies come 4 a.m.? Yep, he dropped. We still have these other two, but they will be much less deadly to us now. So we are going to take some of our wood here. I don't think we need a whole lot. We are going to make charred meat. And we're going to make all of it. Oh, it looks like those zombies despawned. Oh, no, she's right there. Okay, we're going to take care of her now since it's daylight. Oh, yeah, I didn't see. So you want to keep an eye on the bottom right of the screen because that'll tell you if you get XP, that means you killed them. And you'll see she's going to become enraged because she can't reach me. So she'll do weird things like that. But you'll also see that she will attack the... That is very strange. I don't think I've seen that before. In here, you'll probably find crawlers. You might be tempted to drink water from here. Don't. Or do if you need to, but just be careful. All right, let's go into Rekt's real quick. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and take another fetch.
Hey, jerk. You need some work or what?
Alistair's cabin. I haven't done this one either, I don't think. Or maybe I have.
You're working for me.
There we go. Here is our water. This is also food. This is also food, which we'll actually pick up. However, this has a chance of giving you dysentery. This is not, but it's not a good idea to consume it for that reason. You want to save it for infections. I mean, in a pinch, it'll help. It's just not very effective. At least it avoids the risk of dysentery. Oh, we need a cooking pot. We need a cooking pot. That's right. Okay. Let us go ahead. We're going to have to take a few risks here. Let's go ahead and eat our charred meat. See, that completes a few challenges, but you see now we're thirsty. Here we do get, I believe, a completed challenge from drinking dirty water. So because we have to, we're going to do that. I'm going to wait. No, this is fine. It'll run out. You don't want to leave a fire going. Any flickering light source will increase the heat on a chunk, which is a lot of jargon there. But a chunk is just think of a big parcel of land. The game divides them up. You can't really see the seams of how it's patched together. You have to, I think, probably use console commands or something to see that. And heat is just, heat is anything that indicates like activity from you. So chopping down trees, firing weapons, or like using firearms, and then using any flickering light source like a campfire or from a forge or from a torch. All of that will increase your heat. Now you can see this water is likely not clean. No water is clean. Only the water that you boil is clean. So this is murky water. So we can drink it by emptying our hands. So just go to an empty slot on your toolbar there. You'll get the option to drink. Now when you drink, you lose 5 health and you risk dysentery. We got lucky that time and didn't get dysentery, but we won't get that lucky every single time. I think there's something like a 15% chance. So you drink 8 times and you're pretty much guaranteed. Okay. We're going to grab that last charred meat since we're still here and turn the fire off. We're going to go ahead and do this fetch quest right away. We'll try to pick up any stone we find along the way. I'm going to check in here. I don't think there's anything useful for us. Oh, our ammunition. That is very useful. Let's go ahead and do this, which I should have done right away. You want to lock and load your weapon. So that took up the 15 rounds that we had, so that's it for that. We are unlikely to find a pistol along the way, but who knows? And so the assault rifle, this is really for use in a pinch. It is effective even without any investment in it. You can put points into being more effective with an assault rifle, which helps definitely. But this is like a get out of jail free card. This is you're getting attacked, you're surrounded, you're in a bad spot. Pull it out, aim and fire, hope for the best. Give yourself a little space to get away. Here we go, urban combat. Sneaking over trash makes no sound. That's a decent one. I mean, the way around it is to just break any trash, but it does happen occasionally. I've definitely stumbled over trash and alerted zombies to my presence. It's not, it's by far not the best of the urban combat books, but we have it now. One less thing to worry about. So we've got a new club. We've got some points in being a club thug. So that will hopefully make us, it seems like we handled that much quicker than previously. Yes, I've done this one before. There was no mailbox here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. A sneak shot on this guy here. And we killed him. Guessing that point in agility is paying off. Usually the game has like lights that kind of lead you, that give you the direction you should be entering a POI from. I don't much care for that. Really later on, you see this would have made noise for us, but it won't right now. I don't know if it slows us down though. Oh, there's another zombie right here. That was a missed shot. Okay. I don't think there's anything good in here. Let's go ahead and figure out if we have any more company first. There might be some company in there. I don't entirely recall the specifics of this POI. Okay, so sometimes there are satchels in there, sometimes there are not. We did get a lockpick, which is not terrible. We don't want to be, so a thing to note about the inventory, right? You have all of this inventory space here. However, anything with an indicator like that, anything that's a dark gray with the struggling guy, that means that it'll cause you to be encumbered. And when you're encumbered, you move slower. And we definitely don't want to move slower because that is how we avoid getting hit. Boy, I think I heard two of them. Yep. We are getting thirsty. All right, we dealt with them pretty effectively, I would say. Left a bit of a gore pile there. Let's see, not bad. We are encumbered now. We might be okay with being encumbered, I say, as contradicting myself from a few minutes earlier. Let's see. We'll take a look right now and see if there's anything we should ditch. Okay, there's armored up. We probably just want to read armored up right away. We're not going to build that new armor right away. Is there anything we can ditch? Lead we're not going to need for a long time. We're going to go ahead and chance that murky water. So the way to avoid dysentery is to either consume vitamins before drinking the water or having antibiotics to deal with the dysentery after. But best of all is to just not have to drink murky water. Okay, we're still a little over, but I think we can live with that. Animal fat will be useful later. I'm a bit of a loot goblin, if you hadn't noticed. I think it might be better to approach this from the front door. Now let's take a look here. We might be able to do something cheeky. It looks like, so you'll see that I'm tracking the satchel in the compass there. It looks like it's right here. That could be anywhere along on our, oh no, here it is. But let's go ahead and smash through this block here. Guessing it's going to be in the floor. Okay, we can see where it's hidden. We need to take care of this one too. So these fetch missions, they don't require you to clear the house of zombies. You just have to get the satchel. So really, we could have saved a little time by not heading downstairs. But it's not so bad. We got some resources from it. But right now we're trying to move quickly. We're trying to finish these missions completely because the more dukes we have, the likelier we are to survive, because those dukes will buy us whatever we're missing. All right, we're in good shape. Let's head back. All right, we're back at Trader Rekt here. He's probably going to give us, what was it, 100 coin?
Yeah, what do you want? We got
As well
ourselves
as
a
one
real
of these.
hero, and now he wants to be paid.
And this is unfortunate. None of this is good. Glue is fine. These are good, but not now. They are not very well. This isn't that great. This one is decent because faster reload. The 9mm ammo also good. It's just the ammo is good. It's just not good right now. It's not what we need right now. We're hungry and thirsty. So the hunger is making our stamina much lower. The thirstiness means that we regenerate it lower. So right now we're in double bad shape. So that's unfortunate. We'll take glue because we're going to need glue before anything else. That'll get us a dew collector. So actually, you know what? There you go. That's a good one. Unfortunately, is that we only get 100 for those. I'm guessing maybe the clear zombies are worth more. Motel 7? I don't think I've done this one, but a whole motel? That seems like a lot of zombies.
Disappoint me? You got money this time, or you just here to piss me off?
We're going to look at building a dew collector before we leave. No, because we need a cooking pot more than anything else. And that's 600. Can we sell anything to him? We're gonna go ahead and eat this. We're gonna eat our potatoes. It's such a waste. But if this gets us over the edge without increasing our thirst, not really close, but not quite there. We're not likely to get a pistol. Let's not gamble on that again. You know what? Let's try selling some of these meds. Let's see if he'll buy them. Bottle of acid. All right, let's see if he'll buy that.
I sell to anyone, even morons like you.
See, it's not worth a whole lot. If we're concussed, we're in trouble. So this cures concussion. Some of what I'm selling is quite valuable later on. That is great. That is good. Forged steel is very useful later on. You know what? How much does he give us for steroids? That's not bad. We are thirsty. We know that already. Don't know how much super oil is worth. I'm guessing that's for building vehicles. I haven't gotten that far yet either. Let's see. Super oil. Okay, he'll give us 100 for that. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and buy water. And boy, it's gonna reduce our water by 5. That's okay. Don't want to risk dysentery right now. The reason we agonized over we pinched our pennies for getting that water and food is you don't want to do missions hungry or thirsty. Anything that reduces your stamina is going to reduce your effectiveness significantly. And we're going to eat this egg right away. And I really shouldn't have this meat on me. I should have dropped it. Now I am thinking that taking on this mission is maybe a mistake. We're going to move slowly, even though we... Oh boy. Let's see if we can break line of sight with this guy. Don't want to have to fight him right now. There's the Motel 7. Oh, I think it's going to be a pain to deal with. In addition, there are some zombies just outside. Yeah, we are not going to have fun dealing with this. I think I'm going to deal with these add-ons. Yeah, you see this guy will run at you. And we pulled the other one too. So we are not having a good time right now. Keep an eye on your stamina. Luckily that guy's moving a little slower. We have pulled another one. Oh man. These guys have that walk animation that is really frustrating to deal with. Kind of lurch back and forth. Oh, here we go. Okay, he's down. Eventually, we'll get good enough that we will be able to one-shot these guys with a sneak attack. Now, once we start the mission, we have to stay in the area until we complete it. If we decide we need to bail, we're just going to fail the mission, and that's unfortunate, because it means a bit of wasted time. I'm sure there's probably a zombie behind this desk here, even though I've never done this one before. Oh, wow. Okay. Shows what I know. All right, so these coolers usually have murky water. These coffee pots too. No money in there. These vending machines, that's interesting. Was that the ceiling? I think we're gonna have to watch for zombies in the ceiling. You can purchase stuff from here. Do not try to break the vending machines. They will hurt you. We're just gonna pick them up, actually. I think it's the same thing if we scrap them. Yes. Just do that. You know, I'm getting all kinds of leather here. Okay, let's go ahead and peek in here. It looks like this is a washroom. Oh, not bad. Not great, but could have been worse. You're getting tons of leather here. This is locked, so good to know. If we need to retreat, we need to go through the front door. Here we go. This is a big guy. We haven't faced one of these yet. So these are a little tougher than your average, but not exceedingly so. Oh, there's another one right there. We got it with one shot. Heck yeah. We might get a little murky water from here, or paper, murky water. Things are looking good. So I imagine both of these doors open up to the same area. This should give us leather. So stone axe, this tool, the most useful tool in the game. You'll get tools that are better at specific things, but I think you never get rid of the stone axe. It's too good. That's an interesting picture to have up in a hotel, in a motel. See if we get lucky. Murky water. Sometimes there is a safe or like a hiding spot behind that, but not this time. However, keep an eye if you smash portraits, sometimes you get glass in your inventory, which is not fun. You don't need glass. I don't even know what it's for. All right, I am thirsty, which is not what I was hoping for. So that's going to reduce our stamina regeneration. Looks like it also slightly reduces our total stamina. Actually, let's look at what it does specifically. Oh, yeah, lowers your maximum stamina and reduces the rate at which your health and stamina recover. Okay. Let's see, how do we want to approach the rest of these rooms? Let's take a look around the entire perimeter. Okay, and actually, I don't think we want to be back here unless we can open this door. Locked. There, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to go on the roof, and we're going to watch for vultures and zombies. Both can be up here. We're going to go up to here on this higher spot. Oh, here we have access to the roof, which I think probably didn't have anything in it. There's some food, and we do want to be... Oh, sure did. Sure did have something in there. 3 of them. Not the best news I've gotten so far. Oh boy, he got me. Not great. Stamina recovery is slow. See if we can get this skinny guy. We've already hit him a few times. Okay, he's down. All right, we capitalized on that and managed to get him. We still got one more left, though, and it looks like she had a little trouble. Her pathing was not as good. A miss. Another miss. We're gonna keep shooting. There we go. One more. There we go. All right, so I'm wondering if... So this is directly above the entrance. I think these were supposed to trigger and drop down. That's interesting that they didn't. Boy. We did get a pistol, though. So let's go ahead and back out of here. So we didn't bring the ammo with us, so we can't use that pistol. Whatever that zombie is, it is not part of the POI because it's not on our compass. So we are not happy to have them along. They're smashing against the wall somewhere down there. We're going to ignore them. We are going to drink this chicken soup because this gives us a little bit of water. We also got this, a perception mod. We'll make use of that later. Not the best mod we could have gotten, but it is a mod. I don't like this because there's no way to know if that door opens. So what we're going to do, we're going to approach from the outside. So this was room 1. We've already been in there. This is room 2. Guess we could have checked out. The door was open. Always check the door first. That zombie is making a lot of noise, and I'm thinking he's gonna find me at the most inopportune moment. Well, it'll be an opportune moment for him. All right. No, that's gore. So you'll notice sometimes you'll see these guys and you'll think, oh, there's a zombie. Certain models, just keep an eye out for them. They are not real zombies. They are just gore, just set dressing. Oh, there might be one in here that is locked. My guess is that there is. Sure enough. Okay, we got her. Did the other one trigger? I don't think he did. That's good, because we can do another sneak attack on him. It's a terrible noise. You might be wondering why I'm picking up rotting flesh. It is useful later on for farming plots, which we will use. If I didn't mention before, we will be base building. We are not a pro. We just moves from one trader to the next. That's not us, unfortunately. Is that a... Nope, that's gore also. We are going to repair our stone axe real quick. And you can smash the gore. That gets you all kinds of... It gets you nitrate powder and the flesh, which are both good for farming tiles. Okay, we're going to drink this miso soup right away. So that gives us both food and water. We did get some beer, which I think is really only good if you're into fisticuffs, if you're into brawling, fighting with your fists. And we do not want to get that close to anybody. Now, it looks like there's one zombie left, I'm guessing. Let's check in here. Bones. Bones in the janitor's cart. Where else would you keep them? My guess is that there's one zombie left in there. Maybe. The game is telling us. Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't know a snake or I guess a snake could be part of the POI. That's interesting. Now we do want to hurry. I did hear a zombie. Let's go ahead and harvest the meat from the snake, as well as a little leather. Yeah, we're in good shape. Looks like that zombie didn't end up persisting and coming after us. So let's go ahead. Oh, a bunny. We can corner him. Nope, he's too smart. Oh, he's not that smart. Hope you're not a lover of bunnies. I mean, I don't hate bunnies. I just need their meat. Okay, let's make our way back to Rekt's. All right, we are back at Rekt's, and let's go ahead and turn in. I didn't get dysentery. Joke's on you. We have some pistol ammo, and I don't think having 100 of it is going to... Huh. These pipe bombs aren't bad either. Coal is fine later. Gunpowder's not useful to us right now. We're likely to keep getting big hitters. Let's take the 9mm ammo for now. This could save us later on. And then,
Look who decided to
oh,
show
I
their
didn't see how
face
much money we
again.
got. Oh, it tells right here, 400. So a clear got us 400 versus a fetch. Okay, that makes sense. A fetch, you can cheese. A clear, you can't cheese. Forge ahead wouldn't be bad, but what we need to get, because we've been incredibly unlucky, is we need a cooking pot. We also need a grill, but start with just the cooking pot. And we have enough time to get... So we're not going to remove this storage crate because it might be useful later, but we're going to move all of our stuff up to the top over there. We are also going to... Actually, no, let's focus on that first. Let's pick up whatever we can carry off of here, which is the most of it. The most of it. We can actually drop this off here. So you need the cooking pot. Drop it in there. So if you were trying to figure out how to boil water, that's how you do it. You drop a cooking pot into the fire. Now you can boil water. We have 3 of them to boil. You still need to set fuel. So let's go ahead and set some of our fuel. We'll go ahead and start with, let's do 10. And then here you can select how many you want to cook, and then you click cook and you begin boiling the water. It's going to take us 2.5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and ditch everything we don't need. So we'll keep that because we can sell that. So old money is not directly currency, but it could be sold for dukes. Dukes is what you want. There we go. Oh, and this stuff down here. Stuff will also appear in your bar. This counts as inventory as well. So just keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. And we won't live here forever. This is just our kind of beginning hidey hole. We are planning to move in somewhere else. I just realized it's a little rocky over there, but that's okay. We're going to use this space. So actually, since we'll have a little bit of time left over, we're going to figure out what we need to make our dew collector. Because that is going to solve one of our problems immediately, which is water. Dew collectors will collect water for us passively without you needing to do anything. That is good. Anything you don't have to directly pay attention to is good. And so let's see what it takes for us to build a dew collector. 100 scrap polymers, so, oh, duct tape. Can we craft duct tape? I believe we can. Yeah, we can. We can do that with glue and with cloth fragments, but what we don't have is enough scrap polymers. So since we have a little bit of time right now, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to, if only we could make bacon and eggs, but we need cooking level of 10. Otherwise, we just can't figure it out. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and just cook this meat here. We'll take our water with us. We're not going to cook all of our meat just yet. And let's see about scrap polymers. So you can get scrap polymers from a few different sources. You can get them from banging on cars, but that doesn't seem like the way to do it. So let's try. You can also find it in tires along the road, which is I think what I'm going to shoot for right now. You might get lucky here. I just don't think it's efficient to slam on or to smash on the cars to get the scrap polymers, because the cars can also, you can use a wrench later on. Oh, this is lucky. This is good. They can be broken down with wrenches, and you get better resources for doing that rather than smashing them with a stone axe. I think primarily what we'll get with a stone axe is iron. Let's see, we are beginning to run short on time, so let's go this way. Then as we walk back, we can survey the land that we want to use. Don't remember if I picked up the scrap polymers that were... no, we didn't. So right now we are still quite far away from that dew collector. And this looks like it's a checkpoint. We don't want to go in there. That's going to be a little too dangerous for us right now. We're thirsty. Luckily, we have fresh drinking water. You're really lucky we didn't get dysentery. So dysentery causes you to basically turn your digestion into overdrive. You quickly dehydrate, quickly your food just doesn't last. It really sucks to have at any point, but it sucks early game because there's not a lot you can do with it or about it unless you got antibiotics, which basically means a problem that you already have early in the game is exacerbated, right? You're having trouble finding food and water, and now you need even more food and water to stay alive. So really bad to have early on, and that's when you're most likely to have it. So interesting that. Let's see here. So it's not a huge amount of space, but we can set up basically right around here is where we'll put our base. And the base that I'm going to use, the design is not it's not my design. It's kind of the typical average base design that you'll recognize if you watch any other streamers. If you know anything about the game, you'll recognize it. I've seen other designs that are a little more advanced, but we'll go with this one for now. If we need to, I can do a little research and just adapt it to a different design. It is considered a cheesy design because you're using the zombie pathing to lure them into a spot from which you can attack them safely. It is not without danger though, so I don't think it's that cheesy at all. It's very difficult, especially on your own and on a higher difficulty, to deal with, especially a blood moon, which I'll explain later. But it's when or I guess I'll explain now. It's when you get attacked by a horde of zombies. You get those on day 7, or every 7 days, I should say. So day 7, day 14, day 21, etc. And it's a way to deal with them because they will essentially path up a staircase along a narrow pipeline, and you can swing at them one at a time versus them surrounding you. And so zombies are smart and dumb. AI is hard. I'm not going to fault the developers on that. But they essentially they're looking for what the easiest route is to use. So they consider, for example, if you have a door versus a block, a door usually has less HP on it. So they will go through the door rather than the block next to it. So let's go ahead and dump what we have. And we have a few things we can do tonight. Nothing fancy, but a few things we can do. Keep that stuff on us. And what I wish I had a little more wood on me, but that's not what we spent our time on. Let's see, we're at 59 scrap polymers. We're getting close. We also need a little more duct tape. We can craft that out of cloth fragments and glue, which we have a decent amount of, considering we're so early in the game. So we'll sort our inventory and do something else for now. So let's see. Let's start off first by, I don't know how much further out I can build along here. So another thing you can do is when you bring out your building block, you can aim at an existing block and you can copy the shape and rotation. That's just so you don't have to go into the menus. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Let's see if that works out for us. And then we're going to take our bedroll and we're going to place it there, I think. Yep. So that means that if we die, we will be able to spawn at our bedroll here. Another thing we're going to do is, I think we have the material for it. Oh, it costs wood too. We're not gonna do that. It's not worth the effort. I don't think this is gonna provide us so much more armor. Really, we shouldn't be getting hit. If we look at our armor right now, we are at 32%. So we're blocking 32% of incoming damage. Later on, you're gonna average about 50% or more. I think like at max, when you're wearing heavy armor, it's gonna be like 80% maybe. There might be a way to get more, but it's not really possible to tank in this game because your HP is not gonna change very much. So you're not going to build a bigger pool in that regard. So typically, like, firearms are necessary. And speaking of firearms, that is the next thing we can do. So we can place this on here and we can reload. Since we haven't used it before, we got to do that to make sure it's loaded. I want to make sure this guy's still loaded. Good shape. Okay. While we're looking at our armor, so it's here, but we got to go on this tab, is we can click modify. This will allow us to add a modification to this armor, and what we have is we have this perception mod, which if we click, when installed in headgear, these AI-enabled contact lenses enhance sight and targeting. Now what that means is it gives you a +1 to your perception. So if we go back into our skills here, we see we have perception here. Now it's a 2 out of 10, but it's green. That's indicating that it's being increased by something external. It's not that you have a point in there. What does this give us? Let's see. It means that we deal 210% headshot damage and have a 10% chance to dismember with rifles, explosive spears, and tools governed by salvage operations. So that would be a wrench, a ratchet, an impact driver. We don't have any of those. A spear would be the next thing, which it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a spear. They come in handy sometimes, even though we're never going to be very effective with a spear unless we put points into Spear Master here. But we are going to go ahead and do that. Maybe. What does it cost? It's pretty cheap. Now let's go ahead and craft one. And so this is good for, I'll show later. Actually, yeah, I'll show that later. In the meantime, to gain XP, you gain XP from upgrading blocks. So we're going to do that to just make use of the night, and because that might get us to the very next level. As long as we don't run out of wood here. There we go. I'm going to go back into agility. So we still can't get the next level of parkour, but we'll go ahead and get clunky because this will again improve our effectiveness with bows ever so slightly. And now, unfortunately, we wait. Our food is looking a little rough. We might need to eat some of this charred meat. Oh, we have cornbread. Yeah, let's eat this cornbread. And then we'll likely need a water to keep us topped off. And now we'll wait and keep an eye on the zombie. All right, so we do have something going on here tonight. I was trying to eat while this was going on, but we do have a conga line of zombies. And with any luck, they will pass and I will go unnoticed. They do appear to be ignoring me. We're going to peek around the edge in just a minute. Oh, rather I should say they're piling up over there. And you can see them right above the block. Don't like that, but I think we can safely ignore them. We're just going to stay on this side over here. We don't want to fight them. I don't think we have enough arrows and durability in our weapons to even defeat them. Well, we've got our machine gun, so potentially. But we're close to morning, so we're just going to wait it out. It looks like, by and large, that conga line of zombies despawned. So you'll see them come up fairly frequently. I don't know if they're triggered by heat or what exactly gets them going, but you'll see them. And later on in the game, they're going to be a decent source of XP. Right now, though, we are not, like I said, we're not in a position to do it. We could maybe survive the encounter by using our machine gun and pistol, but why would we do that? Why would we waste all of our ammunition and the durability of our weapons on a bit of XP, right? It's just not worth it. It is not worth the risk right now. Maybe someone more daring than me would take a shot, but I'm gonna play it safe. We're gonna role play that we are actually in a zombie apocalypse, and in a zombie apocalypse, you do not take chances. Well, you do, but you take very calculated risks. And with that said, dawn of day 3 here in 7 Days to Die. And we will spend probably today building the bones of our base, collecting some resources and building the bones of our base, even though we're not yet in an excellent spot for that. We'll see. We might just build out just a layout for it. That way it's there. And we will then maybe do a mission in the afternoon. But we'll make the cut here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.